My name is Steve, 81 Z28. Wife and I have owned it for 7 years now. Got a little 420 horse all body motor. All new interior is new from the ground up. We enjoy the car. It's got good cold air conditioning. Drives good. A lot of nice cars down here, but this would be my pick if I had to leave with any of them today.
The 1981 model Camaro Z28 was the penultimate second-generation Camaro. While its stock 175 horsepower 350 V8 is a far cry from the fire-breathing LS7 in the current Z28, keep in mind that a C3 Corvette of the same year made 190 horses. Yeah, the late 70s and early 80s were bad times to be a gearhead. Luckily though, this Z28 had a much needed heart transplant, which really goes to show why Camaros, and the Z28 in particular, have stayed popular for all these years. They're never more than a few modifications or really just an engine swap away from making gobs of power. The Z28 has always been the top dog of the Camaro lineup. While there might have been some special editions that were a little more powerful, a little faster in the straight line, the Z28 always embraced its racing roots. The original Z28 was introduced in December 1966 as a 1967 model that was designed to compete in the SCCA Trans Am series. The second generation, like the one that we're looking at today, might have lost some of its racing credentials, but it was still the top dog in the lineup. It was powered by an LT1 350 that made 360 horsepower when it was new. Although over the course of time, emissions strangled the power that the Camaro was making down to a lowly 175 horses, the third generation was an all-new car that demonstrated the more modern performance that you could get out of a Camaro. This model Z28 introduced the LT1 engines into the lineup, and would later lead to the Z28 IROC Z. The fourth gen marked the return of power, especially with the late model Z28s that were making the best of the new LS series engines. Soon after this, everything went dark. For 8 long years, there was no Camaro. Even when it made a comeback in 2010, there was no top dog Z28. Then, in 2014, the Z28 made a very loud and triumphant return. So, how does this second generation Z28 match up with its new counterpart? Well, you can't really compare them. They're two completely different animals. But one thing is for certain. The attitude and the swagger that is the Z28 Camaro lives on today.